everyone, and welcome to the final match of the Madison Marvels versus the Monterey Kraken. It is going to be a tough one out there for you, I am sure of it. We're going to be getting ready to get in to this game. It's going to be a tough match for you. It is the final match. The winner takes all here at the XPL Gold Series. This is the last season. It's kind of bittersweet. I'm sure the players are just as anxiously excited as I am. I am ready to see a little bit of an underdog story. As we saw last season, the Madison Marvels, they didn't win very many games, but this season they've been doing a lot better. And with that, we'll see what they're going to be doing. Top four is nothing to scoff at. Even if they lose, it'll be like second, third, or they'll be third or fourth, somewhere in there. It's a really awesome spot to be in. We'll see how that goes. We're going to just do a really quick check-in. I had to make sure all our players are ready, and then we're going to get right into the match. So stick around for just a second as I check in with them. All right, we just got the confirmation. We are ready. Let's get into the game without further ado. Madison Marvels versus the Monterey Kraken.
Now entering King's Row.
This is going to be a tough match for you. The top teams that the league currently has to offer here. Make sure I get that right. Apologies there. As you see, we are in King's Row. In this best of 3 matchup. As we saw with the silver game yesterday, it's going to be our King's Row into, I believe, Hollywood and Numbani as our maps. The hybrid maps kind of shows a all-out range of skill that the players might have to do, because they have to first capture an objective, then they have to push a payload, and altogether that's kind of the 2 different things you have to do in Overwatch, is capture and push. And so we'll see what the Marvels are able to do here for that as we get right into the match. Looking at the team composition right away, always want to kind of estimate and gather information for what the team comp is. We got a pretty heavily mobile composition coming from the Monterey Kraken. It's going to be pretty tough for the Marvels to handle. We do see that it looks like Frost is playing May to maybe counteract a little bit of that. They're getting pushed back to the point, but no one has gone down yet. Ghost finds an elimination onto the Reinhardt. Lucio is in the backline, causing a lot of trouble. The anti-nade out onto Vexrus is going to be pretty tough. A lot of stuff going out, but it looks like there's not going to be too many eliminations. Just that one Reinhardt, so one of the teams is looking to a big pin coming out onto the Marvels, onto the MB Gold. 2 eliminations coming out from Frex on that Reinhardt. Very big play. And with that Reinhardt from the MB Gold out of position a little bit, going to get eliminated as well. As they set up for the next point, so far we do see a little bit of a switch coming up from the Monterey Kraken. See that Wrecking Ball switch out to a Roadhog. Something that's a little bit more aggressive. But so far, I like what we see so far, as See Ghost doing a lot of damage. Oh, and the Reaper on the back line's gonna have to worry about that. Riptire coming out, but baits out the Lucio. That's not a horrible play here. Still manages to find one and the res off onto the Marvels. It's gonna be a good swing. See, the Mercy ult does come out from Vexus. Maybe a little too quick. I know nerves are high. We're trying to react very quickly here. Blocking that ult. Reinhardt's gonna come back. Is it gonna be enough? It does get eliminated before the charge gets a kill off. Gonna be big. Zenyatta on the other team getting kill off onto Prex. But Ghost is there, keeping him down. Getting the res off Vexus as well. Marvels. I'm not going to say anything. They're not, you know, Marvels aren't, we're not going to say how well they're doing at all. Not at all. We're not going to say anything of that sort. We're not going to even think about it because it's all in the game right now with a minute and a half remaining. You know, we're just going to keep playing, keep giving it our all. That's all that matters. Reaper coming in the back line. Gets nano boosted. Going to be looking for that Death Blossom. Finds one and the lamp. The MB Gold are coming back, getting a couple eliminations, but with Ghost, Frost, and Luigi staying alive, that's going to be pretty tough for them. A Riptire coming out from the Monterey Kraken finds Luigi. It's just Zenyatta on the point, though. We have Frost and Roadhog on the point. The res comes out onto Ghost. We see how strong Ghost has been, but unfortunately gets eliminated. Big Earth Shatter coming out from Prex. But ults are going to be traded off here as the Marvels do come out. It's going to stagger just a little bit. The ult comes out onto them. They need to touch, but that doesn't look like they're going to do it. And you know what? I already jinxed it. I shouldn't even thought about it. I shouldn't even thought about it. I just have, it's the caster curse. Or maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just cursed. I can't even say anything. Can't say it. Just we're gonna look at what we're gonna see what we're seeing, and we're gonna keep going. We're gonna say what we're seeing. That's what we're supposed to do. See Frost on that May doing actually pretty. I'm not gonna finish that sentence. Ult coming out from Vexus, allowing the Marvels to kind of get a lot of damage in, but unfortunately the Marvels. The Roadhog comes out with a lot of damage. A Riptire finding nothing, unfortunately, here. But it looks like the Marvels do need to back up a little bit here as they quickly go down to the Monterey Kraken. Going to be setting up for that last checkpoint. Ideally, they want to stop this checkpoint here so that they do not get any more time, but it looks like there's no team available, and so they're gonna have to play it pretty safe here, waiting for that team to come up. Frost trying to touch, but unfortunately not finding it. But the Marvels do manage to set up for that last point. You see Ghost on that high ground, shooting, lobbing damage down, getting the trap down as well. Let's look at ults really quick. We do have a May ult coming out and a Earth Shatter being used by the Monterey Kraken. That Death Blossom is going to be really killer, and with that wall on top of the Blizzard, it's going to do a lot of damage onto the Kraken, but not enough to find any eliminations. We see Reaper in the backline, splitting up the backline quite a bit. This is not going to be what the Marvels need to do, because this is going to be troublesome for them. And because of that, we see a Riptire coming out from the Monterey Kraken, manages to find the lamp. The Marvels need to touch here, but it's going to be tough. They have to get on that point, otherwise it's going to go through. The big anti-nade coming out, and as well as a bunch of different other ults coming out. The Riptire's on point. Dreamer is on point, trying to touch. A lot of eliminations out onto the Marvels. And with that last one on the Dreamer, the MB Gold, or not the MB Gold, the Monterey Kraken are going to be taking that round. It's a tough one, folks. It's a tough one. It's my fault. It's my fault for even bringing up the idea like, oh yeah, we're doing great. That's fine. And then they just gets rolled. So I guess it's me. It's me. It's that caster curse. Well, at this rate now, the Marvels are going to need to push here. And hopefully with just as much ferocity, almost just under 2 minutes in the bank for the Monterey Kraken. 2 minutes is nothing to scoff at, so the Marvels are going to need to capture all objectives and hopefully have enough time in their bank to really contest what they saw. I'm having lots of thoughts about what could be, and I'm not even gonna worry about it. Be a little cheeky trap at the spawn point, gonna allow for a little bit of ult charge maybe for that Embe gold, for that Embe or Monterey Kraken Junkrat. Gonna have to eliminate it first. Finds an elimination off. Great awareness. See what the Marvels can do here as they push up. See Dreamer on that Diva. Sees the cheeky Roadhog. Baits him out. Has that armor to really contest him a lot. We're looking to see that Prex does push up. But Doomfist goes down to the Reaper. The Reaper is in their back line, causing a lot of damage and getting a lot of picks. Like we saw, it's hard to get any visual here, as we see that Reaper is very strong, is using that back line and that high ground to sneak away and get a lot of damage through, kind of unaware. We're splitting up the team quite a bit, and so the Marvels need to recognize this and just kind of converge on these splitting groups. Watch Prex into the room, getting the ult off even in this room. This is a tight corridor. It's going to favor the Monterey Kraken because of that Reaper. Hopefully, luckily finds an elimination out onto that. We see Ghost with the Riptide going to point. Oh, doesn't get the shield, but it looks like it's just the Embe Kraken, or the Kraken Reinhardt, and it looks like they're able to, in that chaos, take the first objective. We'll see if they can finish it off. Doesn't look like anyone's there to contest, and so they're able to take that payload and get ready for the next push. We have lots of ults coming up from both sides. Looks like 3, almost 4, 5 ults for the Marvels, as well as, and we can say 3, almost 4 or 5 ults as well. And while I'm looking at the front line, a back line Death Blossom coming up from the Kraken finds a couple. Is it going to be enough? We see Doomfist going into the air, landing down on top, but that Roadhog has that hook, able to really punch in the elimination out onto the Reaper. That's going to be a big swing, but this Baptiste is dishing out a lot of damage. 3 eliminations out from the Marvel's favor. 3, 4, and then they just need to get rid of this Bap. This huge Vextrous ult is able to keep them alive as they push through this objective. Get a little bit of a back view here as see Prex pushing that payload. The team is working together, making sure to get those eliminations.
Do you want a bandage for that? Do you want a bandage for that?
You see that the Marvels were wise to keep a couple ults on them, while the Kraken do not have as many ults. And well, as I say that, the Brigitte ult comes out, indicating to the Marvels that they are going to attack, and that's going to be pretty big for them. A big Riptire coming out, manages to find Ghost, as well as the Reaper on the back line. The Marvels need to retreat here, otherwise they're just going to keep going down, and they end up falling pretty quickly. But they do have a slew of ults ready with them. Hopefully they're going to be able to use these to swing it back and get that checkpoint. Very close to that checkpoint. It says 88 meters. As we can see, we see that Reaper here as it has to duel away that Ghost. So they're going to have to be really careful. Vexrus in the back line is going to have to be really careful for that Reaper, as well as the Roadhog, as they kind of push together. So we'll see what they can do. Dreamer out in a bad way, doing a lot of damage. Let's see what they can do. The Marvels, these splinter groups from the Monterey Kraken are able to do quite a bit. A big pin coming out from Prex onto the Reaper. Ghost finding the Brigitte and canceling out the Reinhardt Earthshatter from the Monterey Kraken. The Roadhog's on the high ground, though. Does have an ult. He's probably going to be looking to use that as he is on the high ground, coming down with that ult. Gets knocked around by Ghost and Defense Matrix away. That's going to be a big play and counteract something that could have caused them a lot of trouble. And as the fight goes on, they are on the point. The Reaper ult comes out with the Transcendence to keep him alive. Gonna be pretty tough. Prex is the last one alive and unfortunately goes down. Those Reaper Death Blossoms are powerful, but looking at the team, the Marvels have all of their ults available. Every last one. And we hear a Meteor Strike coming out. Gonna try to find that Doomfist. The team is coming out looking to set up and be ready for the next push. Has all their ults. We do the Meteor Strike comes out. They want to get this Roadhog. Roadhog in the back line as well as the Reaper is going to cause them a lot of trouble. Let's see this duel here. Missing the hook. Ooh, it is tough. We see a lot of split off duels. Big Diva Bomb coming out. Finds 3! That's going to be the swing that the Marvels are going to need to get this checkpoint. And with 40 seconds remaining, let's see what they can do it. Big pin off onto the Diva. Unfortunately, Marvels are getting split up and eliminated. It's not looking good for our heroes. They need to finish this off with Luigi getting elimination off onto Roadhog. Unfortunately, not getting the mech out. We see Frost going in, trying to get a lot of damage in. The Riptire coming out, but Ghost has one as well. Let's see what he can do. Finds the Reinhardt. That's going to be a big anchor for the Monterey Kraken. The Reaper is doing so much damage, though. And we see Dreamer coming out, trying to touch. The ults are coming out. She looks not great. Marvels need to touch here. The overtime timer is quite slow right now. And Frost trying to get it, but unfortunately doesn't find it. And the Kraken are going to take that round, the first round. Unfortunate for the Marvels, but it's been a pretty close one. It was a very swingy game. And we see Dreamer with that 3K Diva Bomb. 3 eliminations, but unfortunately, just not able to find the grouping here for that. Amazing plays coming out from both sides. We're going to go to a super quick break as we set up for the next round. We'll be right back with that.
Those hands and lights can't stop me. I just hold on for dear life. Yeah, I can't give up this feeling that I get when looking down from the sky. Now with you, now with you, high. hands and lights can't stop me. I'll just hold on for dear life. Yeah, I can't give up this feeling that I get when looking down from the sky. When I'm with you, when I'm with you, I can't give up this those hands and lights can't stop me. I'll just hold on for dear life. Yeah, I can't give up this feeling that I get when looking down from the sky. When I'm with you, when I'm with you, I'm with you, that I get when looking down from the sky.
Alrighty, folks. Welcome back. We're just about ready to get back into the next round of the Madison Marvels versus the Monterey Kraken. The Kraken are up 1-0 in this best of 3 matchup. We saw a lot of good plays coming out from the Monterey Kraken Reaper. I believe that's Sea Serpent. That Reaper and Roadhog is causing them quite a bit of trouble. And so we're going to have to see if the Marvels can adapt and overcome the grills and overcome your surroundings. We'll see how he can do, whether they can do that. Let's get into the next match. We've moved maps here. Let's see what we can do. And the Marvels are going to be looking to set up apologies there. Marvels are going to be looking to at least win this match. Because if they don't manage to take this round, it's going to be 2-0 in the best of 3, and that's going to be the last of the last matches. So the Marvels definitely feeling the pressure. I know I am trying to keep myself composed as the Marvels are near and dear to my heart here. First team I coached, first team I'm casting. Love me some Overwatch. I'm really excited to see them do well And, well, I hope they do. But, with that in mind, I mean, best of top 4 in the match from top 4 in the season. I'm going to a bottom team. This already has been a season of a lifetime. It's been so exciting. Let's kind of follow out. Let's follow out Frost here with that Sombra. Bring the hack out. Ooh, an unfortunate boop coming off onto the Lucio. They're getting a lot of eliminations, not able to see it coming. With 2 down, the Marvels need to back up. Vexus trying to get a little cheeky res off. Unfortunately, doesn't find it. The Marvels need to retreat here. That Lucio is causing them trouble. X coming in. This you know, this is kind of what you gotta expect to see. You know, we can't. The Marvels need to start thinking about composition. Need to start thinking about positioning, thinking about how to counteract the team, and that is kind of like a gold level thing to do. That is what they need to do here, as they push into the point, able to get on the point, but the Kraken are ready for him. Finding elimination onto Ghost and onto Prex, as well as Vexrus. It's going to be it for the Marvels there. Looks like they're not able to do it. Let's follow out Dreamer. Trying to retreat, trying to survive. That Lucio is just very mobile, and just we see the Sombra pick coming out from Frost. This is like an attempt to kind of counteract some of the things that they've seen. They've seen the Lucio, they've seen the Roadhog, they've seen the Reaper. But is it going to be enough? And with the stun out, almost getting him there. 2 eliminations, trading eliminations. The Junkrat finds 2 onto the Marvels. Fight over here. They're actually moving there, and they need to retreat here. The Frost is still on the point, trying to get around. Unfortunately, gets trapped. Is in trouble, and that quick reaction time from Gold 1 is gonna be that McCree, that hit scan character. People say that McCree is the most broken character in the game right now, able to dish out a butt ton of damage, as well as with a stun. Who cares about what his ult does, because he does so much damage, has good range for it, and gets the hack out on to that. But is it going to be enough? Finds 1 elimination onto the McCree, but a Riptire coming out, gets the lamp. Lucio ult comes out, finds a couple eliminations on the Ghost. We see Vexrus in the air, keeping them alive, but the Roadhog ult has a lot to say about that, as they do get a lot of eliminations out on that, and a lot of ults wasted, looks like, from the Marvels. It definitely feels like the pressure is on them tonight. 30 seconds remaining, not even. The Marvels need to find a last fight here and push to the end. Bonnie has a little bit of a defender's advantage with this easy, accessible high ground, but so does that. The ult comes out as they hear the Riptire coming. It's spinning around. The ult tries to go on, gets Gold, gets the Junkrat. But that McCree on that high ground is dishing out free damage onto the Marvels, and they're just not able to do anything with the McCree ult. McCree is very, very strong. We do see Frost coming in, trying to get the touch at the very least, but not able to do anything with it. And that's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a really tough one for the Marvels, as not even capturing the first checkpoint in no time. It is not looking good for our heroes. That is for darn sure. As I said at the beginning, you know, I think I think what it comes down to here is composition. We see a McCree being used. We see a Lucio being used effectively. We see a Roadhog being used effectively. Something that the Marvels just haven't encountered. Whereas in past games, maybe they were just able to kind of eke by and get a lot of wins onto their teams based on just pure skill and mechanics onto those characters that they practice hard day in and day out. You can see that practice did come out in their favor. But when you have a team that is compositionally aware, it can be very hard. Compositionally, strategically, maybe aware, and that's going to be hard for that. You know, that's what Overwatch is all about. Having that team awareness. I think that's just going to be what is going to be the strength of the Monterey Kraken. We'll see if the Marvels can adapt to this strength and can find some plays against them. You see quite a bit. We see the wrecking ball coming in, getting the pile drive out, and well as the dive, a big distraction maybe. Marvels are breaking all over the place, trying to move in. Mercy does fall down with the boop. Not very many Marvels are alive. Unfortunately, Frost is just trying to contest best they can. That's going to be it. And the Marvels, unfortunately, take the game. Or don't take the game. They'd lose. As that is the match. Very quick one for you, actually. Hearts are broken. I think I'm just gonna have to take the rest of the day off and go, you know, lay in my bed, have the lights off, just think about the season. No! It was an amazing season nonetheless from the Marvels. An amazing run. Top 4 is nothing to scoff at. Especially looking at the past, the Monterey Kraken, it's a top match, final match for a reason, and the Kraken gave in their all, and it was a very awesome match. We do have enough time for probably a quick friendly, and I would love to see a friendly going in, and so we'll see if the Monterey Kraken are down for a quick friendly, and we'll see how it goes. Maybe we'll get an interview from the players. But I don't know. I have a feeling they're a little dejected after that one. Like I said, still an amazing season. Top 4 in the season against 20 other teams. Crazy. We'll be right back with possibly a friendly match. And with that, we'll see you then.
Yeah, because of all Ryan sandwich, I legitimately don't know what we could have done. I could have stayed some and camped their spawn to see it, but
and then can we do a friendly?
Can't stop me. I'll just hold on for dear life. Yeah, I can't give up this feeling that I get when looking down from the sky. Cause those hands and lights can't stop me. I just hold on for dear life. Yeah, I can't give up this feeling that I get when looking down from the sky. When I'm with you, when I'm with you, I'm with you. That I get when looking down from the sky. It's me now. Can't give up this feeling. It's me now. Can't give up this feeling. It's me now. Can't give up this feeling. It's me now. Can't give up. Cause those hands and lights can't stop me. I'll just hold on for dear life. Yeah, I can't give up this feeling that I get when looking down from the sky.
All right, folks, we're going to get right into the third and final match. As we said, we're going to go into a friendly match here. With the Marvels versus the Kraken. Kraken did end up winning, but again, second place in the pool, as the bracket was split up into a pool. So we have two teams, like I think we had 20-ish teams in the league, and so there was two teams of 10 or two pools of 10, and the Marvels ended up getting second place in their pool. I mean, that's going to be
Ready for battle.
the call, Mac. They're gonna try to goof it a little bit here. I'm hoping to use this as a good practice. So I'm gonna let's let them know. Try my darndest. There we go.
5, 4, 3, 2.
After that, yeah, after 6K. Okay. So there. Oh, okay. Seen trying to get the mech. I see. Doesn't do that. I think he's trying to get at the there's a change in the Overwatch to make it so that oh wow, lots of eliminations though. Change in Overwatch, an update such that the Diva D-Mech, if you put the mech back on, it falls out of the sky and does like 200 damage, which will kill almost every character. And so I think that's what he's talking about. And I'm not quite sure that's implemented quite yet. So now we see the Marvels, some different characters trying to open themselves up a little bit, but they're just having a good time. It's a friendly match, no worries. Kraken have proven to be a tough contender. Trying to get, just not, the big goal, trying to get the goofs, but we're playing serious, it looks like. Getting a couple eliminations off. Now the Marvels are rolling. But maybe this will tell the Kraken, hey, we would like an actual game, please. You see the Lucio using that speed boost, using that Lucio-ness to jump around. Kind of neat, like magnetic skates. Kinda weird. Earth Shatter coming out, getting a lot. Prex is diving in, getting a lot of damage, keeping the team away, and with a dragon that looked like wolves. Can do a lot of damage, but not enough. And Bay Whales do get a couple eliminations, though. That Hanzo getting a couple eliminations off. Ghost on that Hanzo. Something we don't see very often. I love to see the different compositions that the Marvels can practice here. Because I think they have quite a bit of strength here. You see the MB Gold up on top. Using that high ground advantage, they're going to need to do something about it. The Junkrat Riptide comes out. But a big Zenyatta ult to keep it out, but doesn't do enough. Keeps, just finds the elimination. Ghost with a big Dragon Strike. Amazing plays coming out. There we go. See Frost on that McCree. Trying to hit those shots. Takes a lot of mechanical skill. And as far as I know, we have these players kind of on controller. And so they've been able to... Not something that you normally see. You look at the professional Overwatch League, the OWL, that is currently going on now. The Marvels were talking quite a bit about the different games going on. A lot of eliminations as I'm speaking. Yeah, I could speak a little bit more. It's a friendly match. Getting a lot of eliminations though. Marvel's pushing through to the next checkpoint. But as I was saying, you don't really see controller at the professional level. Controller playing, just the mouse is able to give you a lot more accuracy, and it takes a lot more practice to be good. Look at that stun grenade, and that's why McCree is the best character in the game. Able to just kind of completely stunned out the Sigma so that this ult just is null and void. Very strong, very strong. We see Widow up on that. Great shot by Ghost. In a sniper duel. Apparently the bow wins. Rex going in, getting that kill. Very good charge. Using that high ground here, the Monterey Kraken, to their advantage. That's something that is very big to see. Gives them a lot of strength. Big Dragon Strike coming out. Doesn't find anything. Marvelous did let them move back a little bit. Finds the Deadeye onto the Hanzo. Excuse me. Looks like the Mbe Gold are breaking. And a breaking formation. See a little bit of party here. Oh. I was happy to see a little bit of camaraderie. But the Marvel's coming out full strength. Yeah, it looks like MB Gold is trying to get that. Still goofing around a little bit. We're hoping to get some serious games though. Gets an elimination with the call Mac. Exactly what he wanted. But the Marvels, I think we're gonna switch it off now. See if the Marvels can finish it off, and they do. Not sure. Maybe I'm wrong. That patch went through. Ultimate coming out from Monterey Kraken in the window, as well as the Roadhog. Oh, gonna be enough. Two die in the Deadeye after the round's complete. Pretty big. Oh, and a third. 3 eliminations after the round was complete. Oh, it's not gonna count. Oh man. Well, at any rate, it's kind of a beautiful-ish, dreary day. It's nice and warm here out in Madison, Wisconsin. Looks like it's about to rain, but it's always a good day. Love the camaraderie coming from the teams, It's really good to see these kids giving it their all in a competitive match, you know, and then still coming back and saying, hey, we're still friends. And, you know, that's kind of the family here at the XP League. We're all working together to make sure that we are all playing the best of our abilities and learning the game, getting that sportsmanship values. As you probably are aware, we got those Positive Coaching Alliance certified coaches, making sure to keep everyone humble, keep everyone respectful, and have some awesome players in the end of it. Next week for practice, the Marvel's Gold are going to see an awesome award ceremony to commemorate their awesome season. So I'm trying not to get too sappy here on stream, as I'll save that for the kids in person. But it was an amazing season at the very least. Setting up for our next game here. See the wrecking ball in that back line. That Zenyatta, it does not have a lot of health, goes down very quickly to the Kree. A lot of eliminations being traded off. And with that, let's see 3v2v3, I believe. A lot of firing away. See the wrecking ball on the top ropes. The Marvels are slowly going down to the Kraken, not able to get that first checkpoint. And they're able to push through very aggressively. Let's see what they can do here.
Objective lost. Stop the payload.
We'll see what they got. Looking at the time, the Marvels... Oh, wait, actually, never mind. The Marvels using this high ground to push through. We're going to be setting up for the Fortnite games coming up soon. We've got Fortnite Gold Battle Royale games coming through. Going to be at just a little while. We've got the Marvels and the Eagles playing today against the rest of the XP League in the Fortnite Gold Battle Royale. A lot of eliminations all coming out from Vexrus. Let's keep an eye here on Prex as we go through.
My ultimate is ready. Proceed without
Marvel's able to stabilize here. Ooh, with that, see, I gotta stop. They're able to stabilize, but then a huge Earth Shatter comes out, and then they fall swiftly to the Earth Shatter. So, you know, just blame me. It's my fault that we all lost. You know, it's that karma or something like that. I must have angered an old god. I don't know, something like that. As everything I say turns to dust. A big Diva Bomb hitting 2. Dreamer finding that as finishing off the Reinhardt with a huge charge. Gonna be enough to at least hold the point. We'll see how they're going to be able to handle this. We might, looking at the time, we might have to cut it short here. But it was a valiant effort nonetheless from both sides. These friendly matches. Give it a little bit longer here. Keep an eye here on Frost. You know, we see, you know, McCree is pretty well known in the Overwatch League. A lot of times, you know, you look at the, I said before, who cares about what the Jedi does? but really the Deadeye does have the potential to instant kill any character within his sights. And so, you know, at the highest level, usually it's used as a zoning ability. Nice elimination off on there using that. Getting that quick flick. Look at that flick at that wrist, you know? But looking at that, we're going to have to wrap it up there, as we want to be ready for the next round. And we'll see how that goes. So, let's watch this high noon first. And, oh, unfortunate. Alright, we're going to wrap it up. And with that, we're going to wrap it up. With that, again, I want to thank everyone for coming out and watching the Marvel's Gold go against the Monterey Kraken in the final match. The season is over, but don't you worry. We're going to have a lot more exciting Overwatch, Fortnite, Rocket League in about a week or two. So we have a kind of next week is our off week for casting the games. And then we'll get right back with week 0 of the Overwatch games that next Saturday, just as you're used to. And so we'll see a possibly slightly different Marvel's team as we're welcoming new players into the next season. If you're interested in signing up for the Overwatch League, get in contact with us. You can send an email to it's madisonwi@xpleague.gg. Or you can do that for Overwatch or Fortnite. If you go to xpleague.gg and find the Madison, Wisconsin location as well, you can sign up there. Looking forward to an awesome next season. We'll see how it goes. And I've been Cody. We'll see you at Fortnite in just a moment.